Hey guys, this is a new Klein Tradesman Pro Tool Runner. It's the new tool bag that Klein just put out. I'm going to be talking about Vito in a minute and Velocity, but right now we're going to talk about this Klein bag. It was Klein's attempt to put out a sub $100 bag versus the competition that are over twice that. So we're going to take a look at it. We're going to look at some of the things that I think they did right. Some of the things you can tell. I mean, look, when you're going against a bag that costs $225 and you're trying to make yours $99, you're going to have to cut some corners somewhere. So let's find out where they cut the corners and see if it's important to you. It may not be important to you. There's a lot of uses for this bag that I can think of, and I really think it's a bag you should consider if you think it's right for you. Let's get into it. First off, let's look at the competition. And I don't think it's fair to review the Tool Runner versus these two. I mean, the Vito Pro Pack, this is the Tech MCT Blackout I've got, and it's $225. This is my new bag, the Velocity Pro Gear bag. It's a 2.0 Rogue 2.0 XL, and it's $221. So you're looking at bags that are over twice the cost of the Klein bag. So that's why I'm saying I think the Klein bag does have specific use cases, and we'll talk about those. But it's unfair to really judge that bag against these bags because they're going to have to cut corners somewhere. So let's take a look at the inside of the Klein and see where they did cut the corners. You'll be able to tell right away. Hold on. Okay, so let's take a look first. We'll start out with the outside of the bag. We'll try to see where they cut corners. And one obvious one right off the bat is this handle. While it's not this is a nice rubber molded, over-molded handle that's very comfortable. So I don't think they cut corners here. Where they did cut corners was on this part. So this is a aircraft grade cable that comes down. It's got a plastic sheeting on it, and this is that heavy nylon that's sewn all the way to here. Then it's got this little cap on the end of it, metal cap, goes down to a flat bar. Now this flat bar looks like it's only around a 16-inch thick. It's got one rivet here. As you can see, it does swivel. So obviously there's a hole here for the rivet, and there's also a hole that's coming down and that cable's hooked to. I don't know how much metal is around that hole, but that could be a failure point, but it's yet to be seen. I mean, I'm sure they made this out of some very strong, maybe even heat-treated steel or something to make it stronger. But that's one point, this one rivet. So the Velocity and the Vito, of course, have heavy, now this is double fabric here that's going through, and this is a hard plastic here. So it's going through this double fabric plus the plastic, and then it's riveted on the other side. So, I mean, I don't know how much of a cost savings it is. I'm sure it was a cost savings. And I'm not sure if it's any less strong. I mean, the Vito and the Velocity, I think, may be overkill. They've got a triple fabric here with double rivets. But this seems to be fine right now. Okay, now let's go over here to the zippers. This is another way they could really save some money, I think, but I don't think they did. To me, these zippers may even be a little bit smoother to operate than the Vito is over there. I just went over there and operated that one. This thing is just very smooth, butter smooth. These little clips here, as you can tell, are the pulls here. Have Klein tools. This is a rubber insert, and it's raised rubber where this orange Klein Tools is, so you get a good grip on it. And it's a very heavy-duty zipper, so I don't think there's any problem with the zippers at all. Now, a little bit smaller zipper on these pockets, as you can see here. Same type of pull, though, but the zipper seems to operate fine. Now, this top pouch here, let me get on the other side because I took this foam out on the other side, is this pouch here. I try to put some safety glasses in here. They won't fit, as you can just see. It's just not wide enough for safety glasses. What could go in here? I don't know. I mean, other gloves, maybe some earplugs, other PPE. You could put your flashlight in here. Anything you use a lot, you want to get out quickly, you could put your bits in here, your most used bits. Of course, all that would fit fine in there. Now we go down. Now this is I think this is a little bit less weighted polyester than the Velocity or the Tech is. It doesn't seem as heavy, but it's not apparent. It's not like you look at it and go, wow, this thing is very light. And I was shocked at how heavy it was. I mean, this thing has got some weight to it. So It's not like it's a cheaply made bag at all, but they did save some money, and like I said, we'll take a look at that. Now this front one's got another small zipper here. Small, what I mean by small, it's a long zipper, but it's not near as beefy as these are. It's got this same pull. You open it up, and you got a nice size pouch here. Now what fits in there? Let's see if we can get our 2-check plus to fit in. Yeah, that fits in nice. So you get a 2-check plus in there, no problem. You go around to the side here. You've got 2 pockets here for really, I guess, whatever you want. See if we get some. They're really not deep enough for that. I would think maybe some chisels. You could also put a razor knife. Your pencils could go in there. But you got 2, and on this side you got a tape clip. Now, this tape clip, as you can see, is a little loose. A lot of people have a problem with that. I don't seem to have a problem with it. I mean, it clicks on. I don't know why they didn't make it. There's a reason that they didn't make these rivets here tight. I don't know what it is, but really not an issue to me. Behind this is like a hard plastic that comes all the way down up from the bottom all the way around through the top. As you can see here, you get 2 rings. This does come with a padded shoulder strap. You got 2 D-rings here. And if you go down, you can see your molded bottom here. So this plastic and this polyester here is riveted to this hard bottom here. And its bottom is a pretty good sized bottom too. It goes up probably 2.5 inches. So it goes up a good ways. As you can see here, you got a molded Klein Tools on the bottom here. And this bottom is about 12 inches by about 9.5 inches. So you got a good solid base. I mean, you don't have to worry about this thing tipping over at all. I mean, it is good and solid. Here on the front, you've got another, this is a rubber Klein logo here. I mean, the bag looks very cool. And you got these 4, on each corner, you got these little loops, these little nylon loops. I don't know what they are. A little bit thinner nylon than the rest of this. I keep calling this polyester. I don't know if it's polyester, nylon, whatever it is. Then we go to this side, and you just got 2 more pockets and your 2 D-rings. I don't know why they didn't put another pocket here. It seems like that's kind of a wasted space, but for some reason they chose not to. Okay, let's open it up. You can open it up to these gussets here, and this top will automatically just fold over, so you don't have to open it up all the way. But you can open it up all the way and get full extension, as you can see here. So here you've got 6 pockets on the back. You got 3 pockets in front of those, and then you got 2 pockets, 2 larger pockets in the very front with 4 small pockets here, where you could put very small tools like maybe this, center punch and things like that in. You also have a pocket right here. It's not see-through, but it does have these pleats on here. As you can see, these pleats where you can really stuff it full, it'll kind of come out with you. So pretty good sized pocket. All orange. I love this orange in here. This nylon does seem to be good and stiff, good and heavy. I'll tell you why I call this. So I call this a semi-structured bag. And let me tell you why. What I call a structured bag, and I may be wrong, but this is what I call a structured bag. These pockets here, you can see how stiff these are. This happens to be a Vito V-Swap panel I'm showing you. But so these pockets have a little thinner nylon down here. It comes up, you got a stiff, heavier nylon here that kind of makes it structured. And then on the very top, you got a double layer of this that's folded over and sewn in. So these things are just very stiff. I love these structured bags like this. Now with the Klein, and this is where you're saving your money, I think, they've got about the same weight as on the bottom of this Vito, but it doesn't have another layer here, single layer of this. It's just got a double layer that's sewn in here to make them a little bit structured. But as you can tell, you can see how that is versus this. I mean, these are very heavy. And I think maybe this double is about the same size as this single here. So that's where, they're saving their money. It's not a true structured bag as far as I'm concerned. Although they did do a good job of sewing them where, you know, they're not floppy at all. Like I've got some bags that just don't even have this top on them and they just flop over. These bags seems to be a little bit stronger than that. I mean, you can put in here. So let's pull this zipper up to the gussets, right? That's probably the way most people are gonna do it anyway, unless you need to get into something far down in here. But here you can fit your 10-inch pliers wrench. On here you could put your, this is a 9-inch lineman. Up here you could put, you know, whatever you want. You see they do stretch out nice where they fit this, like this Stovilla needle nose fits in there perfect. You got another 10-inch Cobra here. Either you could put them in like this, or you could do the same thing and put them in like this. Now the problem here is, if you were to open this all the way up and tilt it, you know, these could fall out. So it may be better to put them like that, where they are really stuck in there good. And when you do this, you still have plenty of room. You can see this pocket still can fit this lineman plier, and they are solid in there now. Nothing's falling out. So it seems to be a well thought out bag. I tell you, the thing about it is it's $99. I mean, to me, this bag seems to be worth at least, you know, $150, maybe $130. But Klein's put it out for $99. So good on Klein. You know what I just noticed? These that I'm calling rivets are actually, if you look on inside here, right here, it feels like a plastic or a metal bar that's going across. And these are screw heads. These are screw heads going into that, into the rivet on the front. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, you got 5 of them here. But boy, it does make this nice and stiff. I mean, this thing here is very nice and stiff. Now, if we go across, go to the back, same pockets, same exact layout, even down to the pockets. So you got 2 sides exactly the same. So here we've got a M12 drill. It'll fit in here nice. And it does have the belt clip on it, but it still fits in. And if you could see, it fits in. You still have room to put stuff, here you go, like this. I'm not gonna put the tape measure here, but just to prove, you could put stuff here and still close up nice. So it doesn't, when you put tools up here, it does not interfere with these larger pockets down here. Let's see, I guess you could even put this is an 18, right? Same thing, look at that. See the room you get? Still zips up fine. So this thing will really hold a lot. I'm telling you, it'll hold a lot more than that MCT Blackout. So that's the Klein Tool Runner. Part number 62804, Tradesman Pro Tool Runner from Klein Tools. All right, so who's this bag for? Now let's talk about it. I mean, I think if you're a tradesperson and you're using a bag every day and this is gonna be your main bag, and you're, you know, well established in the trades, I'm sure you got enough money to spend the extra $100, $125 to get the Vito or the Velocity. So even if you're a well-established tradesman and you can afford it, if this bag is just gonna stay in your van and you get there and all you're gonna do is pull out and you've got a smaller bag like this SPMC here, you're gonna take some tools out of here and put it in your smaller bag to take on to the job site because you don't wanna carry around a 35, 40-pound bag if you got this thing loaded full of tools. Then maybe it's for you. I mean, why spend all that money on a heavy, well-structured bag if you're just gonna sit in your van? So that's one good use case for it. Another one, of course, if you're a DIYer, if you're an apprentice, you don't have the money, then apprentice, yeah, this will be a good starter bag. DIY, you're not gonna be working that much. You're gonna be working every day carrying this bag around. I think it's a perfect DIY bag. So, I mean, that's some use cases. I like this bag, I really do. And I was shocked when I picked it up, the weight and how it was structured. I was shocked because I thought it was going to be very flimsy. Let me get this. I thought it was going to be very flimsy, kind of tippy, very lightweight. It's not. This is a very nice heavyweight bag. So check it out. Tradesman Pro Tool Runner. See you next week.